Welcome back to New Rockstars. I'm Filup Molina. This is Fitness Origins. It's a fitness competition show inspired by the movies of the MCU. And can you believe it? It is our last week of Phase 2. Again, not Phase 2 of the MCU, Phase 2 of the fitness journey, which means Erik and Tommy have been busting their asses for 2 freaking months now. Be honest, who among you thought one or all of us would be dead by now? Well, we proved you wrong. Okay, so now before we move forward, I actually want our boys, and actually any of you that are following along at home, to look backward. Like, way backward. I'll explain what I mean in just a second. Let's bring in the fellas. Hey guys, how y'all doing?
Yeah. Oh, Filup, I'm feeling ripped and dipped. You know, I think we're good here. I know I say that every week, but shut it on down.
Let's pack it up, go home, boys.
Why are you always trying to get ahead of the challenge?
One of these days, you're gonna slip up, and we'll be here for that.
I haven't even told you what the week is about yet.
Filup, no need to explain what the theme of the week is. Erik and I have figured out how your sick brain works. We know it's Guardians of the Galaxy 2, and we know what it's gonna be all about.
My guess is that the big reveal at the end of Guardians Volume 2 is Adam Warlock, who supposedly is the perfect body, the perfect man, so I think you're gonna try to get us to accept our bodies as perfect the way they are, and, you know, also make us get a really hot golden tan.
I absolutely am not trying to convince you
No.
that you both have perfect bodies. This is a actual fitness challenge. That is a very nice message that I feel very uncomfortable saying that I don't support in this moment, but it doesn't really go with the idea of saying that we're getting into shape.
Yeah, I'm getting that tan, and you cannot stop.
Why are you getting it? It's unrelated to a fitness challenge.
It still makes me feel stronger.
I also am getting that tan. Filup, I know you pretty well. We've been friends for a long time, and I think I actually know what this week is all about. Nice try. It's not about tans. It's not about perfect bodies. It's about trees, specifically family trees. Guardians of the Galaxy 2 is about finding an abandoned child, adopting him, and then teaching them to become a murderer. Preferably a murderer by whistling.
Oh God, Tommy, let him go.
So I've taken the liberty of adopting what I'll just say, a very disturbed orphan who I think has what it takes to become a ruthless bounty hunter. His name is Diego, and I pick him up at 6, and we're gonna get straight to the murderous lessons.
No! I do mostly, not only does it have nothing to do with fitness, and I don't know why you guys keep trying to guess what the thing is going to be, but I did like almost 1/10 of what you said. I like that you're trying to figure things out related to a family tree, because there is a parenting element here, Tommy, so you're not as far off base as you almost always are, but still stop trying to guess. Guardians of the Galaxy 2 is all about going way back to answer the question of how do our parents and our family trees inform who we become?
Groot is a tree.
Yeah, that's a very good observation, Tommy.
Think about that. Put that in your pipe and smoke it.
The tree? I'm not talking about Groot. I am talking about Ego, the living planet here, who ends up revealing to Peter Quill that he is half a Celestial, because his dad's a Celestial, and also that he might be destined to become just like his father, for better or for murderous genocide worse.
Are you asking us if our fathers are murderers? Because I will never testify.
Yeah, I have affidavits and NDAs that are going to prevent me from going on the record about that.
There's too much murder talk this episode, alright? I want you to talk to your parents.
You and me both, brother. Can you get them on the line? Because they don't return my calls.
I mean, if I've already talked to my parents 3 times today, do I have to call them a 4th?
You got Nancy and Phil on those family plan minutes? So you talk 3 times a day?
Yeah, we love each other a lot.
My dad says that he's always low on minutes and can't talk, but one time I saw his bill and it said he had the unlimited plan. He also says he can't get texts.
That might be true. His phone's probably broken if he's a Bechtold. Now, Tommy, Erik, I want you both to find out everything you can about your family health histories, and also what might be in store for you as you both continue to grow older. My whole life, I've dealt with a number of physical issues that I genuinely never understood until I was in my freaking 30s, and then I finally did 2 things. I got a full medical history from my family, and I also got a full genetic workup. And I learned, first of all, not only do I have an autoimmune disorder that runs in my family and they knew about and puts me into a pre-arthritis state that I've been in since my 20s, but also have a fun little genetic mutation that means I don't pull as much oxygen when I breathe as the average person, kind of like an X-Men. Now, both of these things have been extremely important for me to know and learn about in my fitness journey, and not only because they help me understand how to deal with some of my deficiencies, but also they help me know what I needed to do now in order to prevent things from getting worse later. Spend this week not only exercising and keeping up with your nutritious eating habits, but also learn as much as you can about where you came from and where you might be headed, so you can make important decisions now and not be caught off guard by them later.
Yeah, Philip, ironically, this woman approached me on the Santa Monica Promenade this week and asked me to spit into a couple tubes, and she said she would come back with a diagnosis. So I think I'm already 2 steps ahead of this, because I spit like 100 times into 100 different tubes for her, and then she said, these will go great for my potions, and she ran away and disappeared.
All right, guys, enjoy this week of getting to know your families.
I can't wait to meet my dad.
I was actually on hold with my parents during this. Hey guys, I'm back.
Week 8, day 1. Theme of this week is understanding your family roots and knowing where your body came from. My dad, by the time he was 50, he had 2 knee replacement surgeries. So that's always been something I've had in the back of my mind, like, are my knees not built to last either? Has always been kind of echoing in the back of my brain as I'm doing these exercises. Is that gonna hold me back? So yeah, that's the kind of fear I'm gonna try to get over the course of this week.
I have summoned my mother here to talk to me about health and our family. Mom, thanks so much for being here.
My pleasure. Great to see you.
First things first, can we get on the record that I am your favorite child, or is that something you're not comfortable discussing here today?
Of course you're my favorite child.
No, I think of growing up as our family was pretty sporty.
We discovered quite by accident that the best way to keep you out of trouble was to keep you involved in as many sports as we could come up with, camps, and you loved it. You were always begging to join this or that camp, and you had full summers full of sports.
Mama's little bad boy, saved from the streets by a baseball bat. I have pretty fond memories of us being pretty outdoorsy, but there are some health risks that run in our family.
Absolutely. Well, we have a pretty significant family tree full of high blood pressure and type 2 diabetes.
Well, and that's, I've had high blood pressure for a while, and that's something I have gotten under control. You say type 2 diabetes, and that does make sense to me because I have been on kind of the cusp of pre-diabetes for the last few years. So one of the reasons I wanted to do this challenge was to try and move away from that cusp and maybe be on the cusp of not having diabetes, which would be a better cusp.
That'd be a great cusp.
Thanks, Mom. Well, I think that just about covers it. Now, the last thing I need you to do is look directly into the camera and say, Erik Voss is a punk-ass bitch.
I really like Erik Voss. I feel like I know him, even though he's...
All right, that's it. End of this interview. Cut it off.
Honestly, the biggest thing I've learned from talking with my family is that I actually should be doing a lot more. Everyone in my family has a crazier fitness regimen than I do, but I realized I am the laziest of all of my siblings. So the challenge I set for myself was, in between my planks, working some high knees, and then do 20 minutes of weightlifting afterwards. This is the hardest I've ever hit it. Holy shit. So this is the most calories I've ever burnt in a single workout session since I started. I'm actually feeling really great knowing how my family got me to where I am now. I feel both an appreciation for the family I was born into and the new family I chose with my amazing fiance Kelly and all my close friends like Tommy Bechtold. I feel like doing this alongside him, it's brought me closer to him. He's like a brother to me, By both having a past, a family you were born into, and a future, a family that you choose, that's how you keep grounded and keep centered and keep focused on the now. And if I'm sounding very McConaughey, maybe that's just something fitness does to you.
All right, boys, happy Friday. This week is almost up and we'll work out in just a minute, but you guys you have some difficult questions to your families this week, and you don't have to go into any more detail than you're comfortable sharing, but did you all learn something about yourselves or what you need to focus on?
Yeah, it was tough to hear from both my parents that it was my fault they got divorced. I mean, when I'm asking about medical history, I wasn't asking about, things that would hurt my feelings, but it was tough to hear, but also, I think, started the healing process. process.
Tommy, again, I said you don't have to overshare. You don't have to tell us anything that you don't want to.
No, honestly, that it was very helpful. And the whole thing with high blood pressure,
Absolutely.
that's more of a wake-up call. People who take care of it have not had health problems, and the people who don't take care of it, they have problems. I was on 3 blood pressure medications, and I was starting to get lightheaded after working out for a month. And what ended up happening is I had lowered my blood pressure enough that I needed to come off of some of the medication. So now I've gone from 3 blood pressure medications to 1 just in the time of where we are today. So reiterating that with my mom and finding all that out, and then actually having some growth on it feels good. You know, it makes you want to keep going.
That's fantastic. Eric, how about you?
I think the biggest thing I took away from this week is the men in my family have a slightly elevated, higher than normal PSA, which refers to your prostate health. After you reach a certain age, 35, you do need to check that regularly. So I'm going to schedule my appointment. But I think the biggest thing I learned is I don't need to be afraid of any of this stuff. I just need to be like conscious of it, so it's something that I'm in control of as opposed to something that's going to control me.
Absolutely. I really like the way you guys put that. I'm serious. I'm impressed that you guys really went into it with your families, because nobody likes talking about this stuff. But in general, it could make a huge difference in the quality of the rest of your lives. So everybody listening, just ask. Honestly, it's worth it. Now, it is time to do the DoorDash spot, but I have a quick task for you, Eric and Tommy, while I share those details. In a minute, I'm going to ask you what your cheat meal is for the week. But here's a twist. I want you to, once again, involve your families in this and ask them what they think your cheat meal should be for this week. So if you guys can go ahead and start calling your families. Yeah.
Right.
And whoever you can get on the line. And I'll start the DoorDash spot as soon as you got someone.
Calling my nephews.
Hi, Mom.
Boys.
All right, so at this point, everybody watching knows that DoorDash is a great option for you getting your cheat meals or your healthy meals too. And then when you use the DoorDash app and enter code NERDFITNESS, that you get not just zero delivery fees, but also 25% off your entire first order.
I'm not going to order hot dogs and macaroni and cheese.
So-
okay, I'm a grown man.
It's DoorDash.
But also, I want to share with you guys that if you're thinking about making that first order soon, do not sleep on this 25% off thing. If you're in a COVID-safe situation where you can have a meal with maybe your whole family, it's a perfect time to spring out our code NERDFITNESS, because those zero delivery fees and that 25% off, it really goes a lot further when you're ordering a lot more food because you're maybe feeding your whole family.
No, new Rockstars. I work for new Rockstars, not Mr. Beast. I know he has burgers.
No, I'm not ordering something for you. I want you to pick something for me to order for myself. I know that makes me a bad son.
You could get something for your family and you could become their favorite child again while still saving money. I guess this technically also applies, by the way, if you're just going to order a huge meal for yourself too. But either way, download the DoorDash app, get some epic meals dropped directly to your door, contact free. And if it's your first order, then enter code NERDFITNESS, get 25% off and zero delivery fees, $10 max value on that, by the way, terms and conditions apply. All right, fellas. Tommy, who'd you talk to and what did they want you to get?
I talked to my nephews, James and Ashton. They've been watching. They're big fans of the show, specifically Erik, which is very hurtful for me. And they know how badly I've wanted my big-ass burger. They've been also hounding me to order a Mr. Beast burger because it's available in L.A., and not in Rochester, so they really want me to try Mr. Beast burger.
Okay, their favorite YouTuber is?
Filup Molina.
Oh, okay, sweet. Eric, and who did you talk to, and what did they tell you to get?
I talked to my mom and then my dad, because every time I talk to one of them on the phone, I'm immediately on speakerphone with the other one yelling from the other side of the house. They have like this Cuban restaurant that's not far from them, so they're like, oh, just get a Cuban sandwich.
So Eric, you want a cubano, which is that, if you haven't seen it, it's like pressed. Sometimes they add little chips inside. It's very good. And Tommy, a Mr. Beast burger. We'll see how your week's been, and then also how you guys succeeded tomorrow's challenge. But by the way, you guys remember what tomorrow's challenge is going to be about? Spider-Man Homecoming.
Yeah, Spider-Man.
And I want to give you guys a little bit of extra homework for some bonus points in the challenge. You guys know that Peter Parker made his own costume when he was starting out as Spider-Man, and we're way out of budget. So we can't get you Spider-Man costumes. Instead, I want you guys to come in your own homemade Spider-Man costumes tomorrow. Got it?
No problem. I got something great.
On it.
Great. All right, guys. It's time to work out.
All right.
Woo!
Let's do it. All right, it's time to learn a lesson from Spider-Man Homecoming and figure out what to do when things go sideways. So, mere moments before this challenge started, the Vulture captured your favorite people and dropped them from the sky. Guys, the Vulture dropped your favorite people from the sky. Where are you?
Whoa!
Ooh, upside down. You know what that means.
What does that mean?
Classic kiss.
Oh, I left my mask at home. I hope no one looks.
Did you make this?
Yeah, from scratch, clearly.
Like I said, your family and friends are in terrible danger. Luckily, your quick thinking and quick webbing caught your friends before their demise.
Oh, thank God.
That's nice.
Now it's up to you, Spider-Mans, to climb your spider rope and pull yourselves to your family and friends before they burn up or fall or whatever.
What is it?
Does it matter? They're your friends. Save them.
You want me to seduce him?
No! You're gonna need to lift each of their heavy, heavy bodies onto your back and then pull yourself onto the next one. Each friend you save will make you a little heavier, but with all that strength you've been building up and extra stamina you should now have, I'm sure you'll be able to save your friends before the webbing dissolves. Also, maybe the building's on fire or something.
Is it or isn't it?
Doesn't matter. Save your friends.
Feel the surface of the door.
Go.
And then feel the door handle.
Go.
Is there
It's
smoke?
hot!
Can you smell smoke?
3, 2, 1, go.
All right. Hang in there, guys. I'm coming. All right. Ooh, that is heavier than I thought.
Go.
I'll save you! I got you! Climb on my back like the great mother tortoise.
Oh, man. All right. You get in there. In, I said.
I'll save you too! Oh, okay. I think that was Flash. Kind of a dick. Oh, sorry, Flash.
So, Flash, I'm not a big fan of you, but you deserve to be saved too. Everyone on board? Everyone comfortable?
Oh, this one I just call Stanley. Oh, Stanley fell.
I need a lot of great power to have this great responsibility.
Tommy, do you want to save these people?
Yes! I do. Come on, stay on me. They're surprisingly heavy.
Woo! Moving fast. It's really heavy now. God, what do you guys eat? All right, one more. One more.
Oh God, Tommy, you're drowning.
Come on! I got you. Oh no.
You lost someone. Oh God.
I think you gave me terrible advice.
And there we go. All right, and then we... Shit. All right.
Tommy, you're drowning.
All right, and then away into space. Did I lose another?
Oh God,
Oh,
Erik,
God.
you're losing them all.
Get on.
Okay.
Time.
And we're clear. This one wants to die. Can I just leave her behind?
All right, the people are definitely saved, though thoroughly traumatized.
Did you say traumatized? Or do you think they might have been traumatized?
Same thing, man.
Oh man, yeah, these guys are in rough shape.
Okay, now you guys ready to figure out who actually won?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tommy, you had a time of 1 minute and 20 seconds. Erik, you had a time of 2 minutes and 20 seconds. But, Tommy, everyone you saved was so thoroughly injured from every fall they took.
They were begging me to kill them by the end.
So for subtracting points for manslaughter, Erik is our winner.
Yeah.
All right, well, Erik may have won the challenge, but we don't know if he won the week. I'll have to take a look at how both of these guys did with their exercise and the diet, and then we'll find out who wins that sweet, sweet DoorDash cheat meal.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Ow.
Tommy movers. Let's go.
Whee! Whee!
All right, fellas, happy Sunday, Erik. Why have you not changed?
Well, because I love it so much, I slept in it. It just
Gross.
it's empowering to be Spider-Man. Also, I'm having trouble getting it off.
Okay, that makes more sense. Is it covered in sweat?
It's kind of soaked in sweat.
Okay, gotcha. How about any soreness, you guys, from all that web slinging and floor dragging like Spider-Man does?
You know, I did run my lower back over one of those raised hinges on the board, so I have been feeling just a slight discomfort around my kidney area.
I feel pretty sore just because I kind of nested all those people in my lower back, which has kind of been sore lately.
How's your prostate?
I don't know. One of them was a prostate doctor, but refused to do it for free.
Either way, guys, this was a really good reminder that going slow with controlled form is way more effective than blasting through an exercise just to get it done. Imagine if each of those people you were stuffing up your butts was your own body, and you're doing all this damage because you're racing for speed records, or you could have done careful, protective movements, saving these people that represent your own body by going just a little bit slower. That's what happens to you and your body during and after each workout.
So you want us to imagine that the people we were putting up our butts were us?
Now, this is a very complicated image. I'm picturing a centipede of humans now. Almost a human centipede.
But of just one person, because it's you are the other people. Look.
Okay.
It's not a great metaphor. I've had better before. The point is, when you are exercising, focus on stability, control, being careful rather than just speeding to get it done.
Okay, maybe just say that next time.
I did! I said it first! That was the first... Look! Your DoorDash drivers have been waiting this entire time!
Ooh, let's see who gets there first!
I will this time explain to you guys how I broke down the points this week. Now, the challenge, you already know why Tommy lost that. He murdered many. But earlier in the week, the lessons they learned are going to be really useful to both Erik and Tommy for the rest of their lives. And Tommy, he's taken his health really seriously, and our offline conversations have gotten more serious since that conversation. Despite it being a little scary, I do think he is kind of committed to change now. So that means that our winner this week is... Tommy boy! Tommy, you finally got your burger. Stop requesting burger cheat meals. Erik,
Okay.
how's your Cuban?
It's not a Cuban, it's oats.
We're not going to finish this episode until you eat some of those oats. All right, everybody, though, that is technically it for this last episode of Phase 2 of our fitness origin story here. Stay tuned for next week when we travel to distant lands like Sakaar and Wakanda. In the meantime, make sure to hop over to the Epic Hero Fitness YouTube channel because the workouts are finally posted. Also, we've got some really fun supplemental content going there as well. And if you're joining us on this journey using the videos that Erik and Tommy are using, make sure to take in that lesson that I shared about going slow, easing into it. The videos are designed to be modified and matched to your fitness level. Do not push yourself so hard that you hate it. This is just the origin story, that's all. And remember to post your pictures or videos of joining us on this challenge with the hashtag FitnessOrigin so we can feature you right here in these episodes like these people. I've been Filup Molina, give it up for Erik and Tommy, and the three of us will see you next week on Fitness Origins. Ew, Tommy. This is the most dangly french fry I've ever seen.